Hey, my lovely fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. This is for all fire signs, sun, moon, and rising. And it's general, so not everything will resonate. So only take what does and leave what doesn't. Okay. And these are timeless. So whenever you watch, if the message resonates, it's meant for you at that time, okay? Before we get into the reading, I'd like to pray for blessings, protection, love, peace, prosperity over the reading and all who gather and partake here today. Okay, fire signs, I'm going to start with oracle messages and then pull tarot for all fire signs, and then to clarify the oracle, and then I will also pull additional tarot to get into each of your zodiac signs, specifically Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Now, as I was shuffling, two cards popped out from the African Goddess Rising deck. The first one is Naked Mama Wata. There, very pretty card. And the second one is Seasons, number 1, Nana Buluku. There, okay. So immediately we have a 3 and a 1. The Naked card speaks to me of vulnerability and openness. Authenticity. Okay, authenticity, vulnerability, and openness. And then, of course, seasons, there's a transition happening. Could be going through a particular season of your life, coming into a season, coming out of a season, in that transitional period where, we're going to pull tarot to see maybe what kind of season you're going into or coming out of for sure. Also, I'm going to pull up the guidebook for these. Okay, so let's start with Naked. This is also the African Goddess Rising deck by Abiola Abrams, if I hadn't said that. So Naked Mama Wata is from the Temple of Griots. She's the element of water, and her guidance is hide no more. The emotional nakedness you avoid is your superpower, not your shame. Embodiment. Being emotionally naked means being vulnerable enough for the real you to shine through. Vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Practice being transparent. Start with the people closest to you. Say, I haven't been showing the whole me, but I am starting today. Have the courage to feel and express your feelings without people pleasing. Speak your truth, share your story, cultivate an appreciation for vulnerability in others. Become comfortable with feeling uncomfortable and making others uncomfortable. Okay. In your goddess declaration, I have the courage to be vulnerable. The courage to be vulnerable, the courage to be emotionally open, to be authentically who you are. Okay. And then the second oracle card for you. I don't want that version. Let's try this one. Okay, so Nana Baluku Seasons, it's number 1, and it's from the Temple of Threshold Guardians. It's the element of air, and the guidance is you have entered a new cycle that is very old. Allow yourself to become present. Trust in divine timing. Don't be in such a hurry. There are no shortcuts here. Are you ready for a new beginning? You are entering a new season that will force you to evolve. This is a time of major transition. You are not stuck. You are holding on to old patterns. Change can be terrifying. Allow yourself to be mentored. When you choose a new path, you are ripe for self-sabotage. A commitment test from the universe may pop up to delay this new pathway. Stay the course. Your time is now. Goddess declaration, I am limitless. Okay, so let's definitely pull some tarot to unpack these a little bit. And what I get with the two of them coming out together is that fire signs are entering into a season of greater vulnerability. You're entering into a new season of greater authenticity, a season of being more of who you are, a season of being emotionally open and being emotionally vulnerable with the people closest to you and beyond, right? And so this new season, part of what's coming through is that the step to having the courage to be emotionally open and vulnerable is sort of like the gateway into that next season. So yes, you're entering into a new season of vulnerability, but taking that step ushers in like all that is to come once that season is here, right? That season is here. I hope that made sense. It's almost like the vulnerability piece is the key that unlocks this new season. Okay. All right, water, fire signs. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And one more. Bottom of the deck for you all. We have, oh, the Nine of Pentacles. I really like this. This definitely speaks to that naked energy. Well, it also speaks to the season's energy. You could be coming into a new season of independence and prosperity, but part of that independence is feeling good in your own skin, feeling good enough and secure enough with who you are, with where your life is headed, what you've accumulated for yourself, what you've, in terms of like, whether it's finances or knowledge, insight, experience, skills, that you don't feel like you have to hide anymore. You feel more empowered to be who you are, right? So this feels like a glow up, definitely feels like a glow up for a lot of you, where you're like, this is who I am. This is the work that I do. This is the path that I'm on. This is what I believe in. This is my style. This is my preferred form of expression. And you're just enjoying that, like enjoying being more of yourself, enjoying being more of who you are. And you have the Two of Cups underneath that. So this could be a new season of relationship, like a new season in your relationships and your connections that requires emotional vulnerability, emotional openness, being naked, being transparent and authentic, so that you can have more intimate connections, so that you can have more authentic, deeper connections. Okay. And yeah, that Nine of Pentacles is also, you could be moving from a season of being super independent or hyper independent to now being partnered and supported, right? But again, you have to get all the way into that season, you have to go through the gateway of emotional vulnerability. Okay. Now, how you're showing up in this time ahead, fire signs, the Wheel of Fortune. This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. If this doesn't represent changing of the seasons, I don't know what does. I mean, the Oracle card said you're in a transition, a new season is upon you, there's a shift taking place, and the Wheel of Fortune is that in spades. That literally times 10. It's the number 10. So you are also, the Wheel of Fortune is being in alignment, being in divine timing, right? The Oracle message said, trust in divine timing. And that's exactly where you are. You are right on track. You are right on time. And you are in the midst of transitioning into that new season. I love to see it. What's crossing this energy is the Queen of Pentacles. I want to look at this card because it's so pretty. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is the Michelle Knight Waite Tarot deck. So this is that groundedness. The Queen of Pentacles is the more mature version of the Nine of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, like the Nine of Pentacles is the younger version of a Queen of Pentacles, where you're good, you're solid, you're able to take good care of yourself. You take good care of your home, your business, your estate, whatever you have that's in your possession, right? Like you're a really good manager of your life and things. Now, this could be another person coming in as well. So for some of you, the Queen of Pentacles could be someone you're being emotionally open and vulnerable with. Okay. Now let's look at each of your zodiac signs specifically, starting with Leos. Leos, we have the Eight of Swords. So what I get for you is that I like that the Wheel of Fortune is here because it says that you're coming out of this Eight of Swords, But this is the fear and the self-doubt about being vulnerable, about being emotionally open. Yeah, so I think you pretty much know what to do here. Like there's some kind of fear or struggle internally, or thinking like, oh, I can't tell the truth because then they're going to reject me. But I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised that when you are open and tell your truth, that people are excited and happy to see the real you, to see more of the real you. Okay. Was that for Leo? Aries. I think I skipped Aries. Aries, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. So this is the new start. This is the new season. Summer season could be particularly important because the wands represent summer. You could be going into the summer of your life. You could be going into a summer season for yourself. So if it's not literally something happening during summertime, then this represents the spring, the summer, the new season, right? But particularly like spring, summer season, going into a more lush, warm, vibrant time of your life that's filled with vitality and ushering in new ideas and new inspiration and new energy, right? And new vigor. So that's beautiful, Aries. And then Sagittarius, we have the moon. So this is the second time in the weekly readings that the moon has come out for the third sign. It also came out for Capricorn, maybe. So a couple of things are coming through. A few things are coming through with this moon card, Sag. One, the Wheel of Fortune is somewhat your energy because it's Jupiter and you are ruled by Jupiter. But the moon tells me in terms of seasons and cycles and the changes of the Wheel of Fortune is to pay attention to the moon cycles, of course. Pay attention to the phases, the waxing and the waning, the seasons of the moon itself. But this is also sort of like you coming out of the dark. Also you leaving the past behind, also you being deeply in tune with your emotions and your intuition. There's a lot coming from this card alone, and some of it might apply, all of it might apply, none of it might apply, of course. So there's been a really long cycle, a really long season for you that might have felt difficult, that might have felt a little suppressed or stunted or diminished. And now you are able to like come into that sunrise, come out into the light of day, really, with who you are and the truth of who you are. All right, fire signs, that's pretty exciting reading. Be sure to watch for your sun, moon, and rising signs. And I hope to see you in another video. Take care.